Hey YouTube, so I am making this video as a tarot reading video for Autumn Moon 93. She requested this reading for just general things. She wants kind of a direction, and she wants advice on some creative matters because she's doing some sort of art. I didn't ask too much about anything, so I just kind of jumped in with the information that she offered me. And I did a Celtic Cross kind of reading, but I did it with my oracle cards. And instead of showing like it sit all up on a table and things like that, I thought I'd do this a little bit more personally. I do still have the cards in a pile separate from the rest of the deck, the way that they were. And since it's an oracle deck, this deck doesn't read reversed, so there are no reversed meanings for these cards. But besides that, I use the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. This is the book that came with it, but the outside of the box looks exactly the same. And like I said, I did like a Celtic Cross kind of reading. And the first card, which is like the center of the problem, or the primary factor going on, is, or was really, this. This is sacrifice. In a regular tarot deck, this would be the Hanged Man. And this card is all about having to sacrifice things to get where you want. And by sacrifice, I don't really mean the negative side exactly. I mean that you had to give something up to get something that is probably going to be good, actually. And this card ties really well in with the next card, which is the secondary factor, the reinforcing kind of factor that would in the spread cross this. That is transformation. And transformation in the regular tarot deck would be the Death card. And this card, it's all about change. Letting the old die to make room for the new. Or letting the new continue to grow, or letting the old continue to grow so that it can become something different, something either better or worse, really. But in comparison and in contrast and in conjunction with the previous card, it's basically saying that this is going to be a really big time of change. Right now, everything is going to change, and it's kind of saying just let that happen, but don't be afraid to sacrifice things like your time, especially your time, so that this change can occur. And the third card is a deeper meaning, or something that is unknown, or maybe the root cause of this change. And the root cause, I guess, is the best term to use for this card. Spiritual strength. This would be the Nine of Thinking. It'd be the Nine of Wands. This would be the Nine of Wands if it was in a traditional tarot deck. And this card, Spiritual Strength, it's all about remembering the spirituality and the strength that we have inside of all of us. And I think that the cause of all this change may be some sort of rebirth in your spirituality, or maybe the change is a spiritual change, completely a spiritual change. Or if it's not, this card could be saying that you need to let the strength you have spiritually influence this change so that it will flow more smoothly. And then the fourth card would be the Ace of Wands in the normal tarot deck. Passion Ignited. And this card's all about the past. It's all about the thing that caused all of whatever's going on now. And I think that that's a very accurate card for your situation and circumstances, of especially the creative side of you need passion and you need inspiration to be into anything creative. So when you started doing whatever artistic projects you're working on now, you were extremely passionate about it. Whether you still are or not, I really don't know. But the fact is that the passion was there once. And if the passion was there once, the passion can be there again. The fifth card is all about either your goal or your attitudes or beliefs. And this is Rest and Rejuvenate. And this would be the Four of Swords, if it was in a traditional tarot deck. But Rest and Rejuvenate in this position is saying a lot about what your beliefs are in your current situation. You may feel like you're in a very hectic situation, but you're also maybe feeling that it's kind of a break from, like, maybe emotions. Maybe you've detached your emotions from the situation enough, or maybe you've even detached something as simple as logic from the situation, and you're just resting your mind and letting things go with the flow. And that's not really a bad thing. And position 6, this is about the future, or something that hasn't yet happened, but will happen in the very near future. And this is Wisdom. And in a traditional tarot deck, Wisdom would be the Hierophant, or the Priest, I guess you could say. But that's what this would be. And what this card is all about is not necessarily just wisdom. Wisdom is a big part of it, but in your future, near future especially, it may be time for you to seek out companionship with people of a like mind to you, because you may need their support in the further future. Because this card is a lot about finally coming together. It's got to do with learning, of course, because it is wisdom. And I think that it may be saying that you need to meet people and associate with people who have similar beliefs to you, so that you can learn from them. Because everything is a teacher. Anyone is a teacher. And this could be saying in your near future, it's a time for you to learn something from someone. The 7th position is all about you. It's saying who you are, who you see yourself as, who you present yourself to be, and also who you could be. But I don't think this has so much to do with who you could be as to who you are, or at least how you see who you are. This is Destiny. In the normal tarot deck, it would be the Wheel of Fortune. And this card, it's got a lot to do with change, and I find that very appropriate with the earlier cards at the very beginning that have a lot to do with your present situation. So this card is all about just dealing with the flows of life, the ups and the downs, the changes, the stagnant periods. That's what this card is all about, is just letting those things happen. And I think that maybe you are a person who just lets things like this happen and doesn't try to stop change. You don't try to influence your present situation too much with outside sources. And I personally believe that letting life flow is the best idea, because yes, doing magic and doing spells is helpful, and I do sometimes, But if it's something that is more than likely out of your control to fix, it's better to just let it happen. So anyway, position 8 is how others see you, or what others expect of you, and this is fertility. In the traditional tarot deck, it would be the Empress card, and I believe that others see you as sort of a mother. I don't know if you have children, but if you do, they definitely look up to you. And if you don't have children, then other people still see you as that motherly figure, the one who would take care of them if they really needed it. And this card is also a lot about growth, so others see the change in your life as being a positive influence. Even whether you see it as a positive influence or not, they see it as something that does affect you in a positive way. And then position 9 is, this is one reason why I love this deck so much. It has chakra cards in them. So position 9 was your solar plexus chakra. And your solar plexus chakra, I don't know if you know anything about them, so I'm just going to do a brief little blurb here, is located under your rib cage but above your belly button. And your solar plexus chakra is where your instinct is kind of stored. Your instincts and your feelings about things, like when you get a gut feeling about something, it comes from your solar plexus chakra. So that it's in position 9, which is all about guidance and maybe your hopes and your fears kind of thing, but really to me it's something that was overlooked. Your solar plexus chakra, if it's not balanced correctly, if it's not spinning at the speed it should or something of that nature, then things in your life can be kind of odd right now. Because, like I said, it's that gut instinct core of everything, and if it's not balanced correctly, then you're not getting the right information from your feelings, and if you're not getting the right information from your feelings, then everything that's going on with you is just completely messed up. You may be feeling drained energy-wise because your physical body is putting so much energy into that, trying to restore the balance in it. So I would definitely look into balancing your solar plexus, working with color and just moving and deep breathing at this, like moving and then sitting down and cooling off with some deep breathing. That's a really good way to balance that chakra. And the last card is the outcome card. And this is authority. It would be the Emperor in a traditional tarot deck. And the Emperor card, or the authority card in this deck at least, it's all about connecting with the masculine and connecting with that power that you have inside of you. It's all about logic and reason. And being in the outcome slot, it's saying that from this situation and from this change, you will become a much more methodical person. Maybe not overall, but maybe in your work, in your business, in your artistic endeavors. It will become much more simplified. You will be able to start a project knowing exactly how it will end, when it will end, what you will do to get to that end, and basically you'll be able to lay the process out step by step more efficiently than you were before because of the things going on in your life right now. So I hope that this helped. If anyone else would like a free tarot reading, I will do them for you. Again, I can do tarot and oracle readings, so just message me here or email me at thaliaonyx2011@yahoo.com. And so that's all. Much love and blessed be. Mwah.